time to get busy at this motherfucker.
Like we always do about this time.
Brothers and sisters! Brothers and sisters! I don't know what this world is coming to!
Where do I begin? Tell the story, tell the story. Where do I begin?
Brothers and sisters!
Where do I begin? Tell the story,
Brothers and sisters!
So the concept is this, basically.
Brothers and sisters!
Where do I begin?
So the concept is this, basically. A whole black nation has to be put together as a black army. And we're gonna walk on this nation. We're gonna walk on this racist power structure. And we're gonna say to the whole damn government, stick 'em up, motherfucker. This is a hold up. We come for what's ours.
I don't know what this world is coming to! Brothers and sisters! I don't know what this world is coming to!
The movement BlackWatch. And when we're not outraged about the oppression upon the black existence, we step to you in blackness.
I got to get that out the way every time. It don't matter. I got to get that out the way. DJ Quick Mix. I want to always throw the shout out for putting that together. They actually put that together in like 22 hours. Yeah, I just kept feeding them the stuff that I wanted, the tracks, the sound bites, and all that. So I appreciate the brother putting it all together. This is the BlackWatch. This is the BlackWatch, and frankly, I already know that I'm gonna piss a couple people off with this. I get it. I get it because I'm gonna talk about a few people's friends, and I'm gonna talk about a few people's boys. You know, they're your boys, but when I wanted to talk to you about your boys, you didn't want to talk to me, so now I'm gonna talk about them. Appreciate anybody that's gonna watch this clip. I'm on YouTube. I wasn't big enough to be on Facebook. You know, I really couldn't get the support to be on Facebook. And I get views, 1,500, 2,000 views on stuff, but I didn't have the support at large. And I needed to get the message out on a different scale. And frankly, a friend just told me, get the fuck off Facebook. You're wasting your time on Facebook. So I got the fuck off Facebook and came to YouTube, you know, because YouTube is a big pond. But I didn't come to YouTube so I can get big on YouTube. I came to YouTube so I can be independent of YouTube. YouTube kind of pissed me off earlier today, and they probably gonna cut this motherfucker off too. I don't know. But they blocked one of my videos because they said I had some copyrighted material that shouldn't have been on there. The damn songs was 20 years old. One of the songs I think was 23 years old that got picked up in the clip. Like I'm trying to steal some royalties from a 23-year-old song. I think they've been paid out or been fucked over. It really don't matter. So now I am subjecting myself to royalty-free music. I can't listen to all the music, all the hits. I like to play the hits. But I can't listen to the hits if I'm doing YouTube videos. They let you fuck with that over on Facebook. And, you know, I got ASCAP music license, and I put the music disclaimers there so they know I'm not trying to profit off the music, but they still fuck with me. But it's all good. That's just the way YouTube does shit. YouTube's going to control their narrative. And they got YouTube Music and YouTube Premium and YouTube TV. They just want to control. They got YouTube. So basically, I'm going to back off. That's not a fight I need to try to fight right now, whether you want music that I'm playing to be played. Look, so I'm gonna find me something royalty free. Let me go ahead and turn this down a little bit because I'm doing my own production. So you know, y'all know the shit's raggedy. I'm in this bitch doing my own shit. Let me click this real quick. I am not technical and I'm old as fuck. So y'all know I don't really get down like this. So, you know, I'm trying to put some things together and, you know, I'm going to get it right. I was supposed to be live through the BlackWatch page, but it may not be live. It's live on YouTube, and if you one of our 106 subs, I got some subs, y'all. I got some subs. So if you wanted the 106 subs, you got notified. If you're not one of the 106 subs, you're going to see the motherfucker when I share it, wherever I share it. So it is what it is. But it's definitely the BlackWatch because I'm a black man and I watch shit, and I'm going to talk about some shit tonight. Like I said, it's going to hurt some feelings. It's going to hurt some feelings because people don't think I should be talking about the shit. Uh-oh, that's a little louder. Now I need it to be. Let me see. Hopefully that's not too loud. I just need that bed up under me. I need that music bed. I like to have something just kind of bouncing with me. So hopefully that's not too loud and it's not distorted. OG Classic Jones, I appreciate you tuning in, brother. It's only going to be a couple of us in here. Shit, it's only a couple people even know about the motherfucker. I think I got 106 subscribers. When I broke that 100 mark, they sent me a badge. It made me feel good that I got to 100 mark, and I got there organically. Because I know a lot of motherfuckers out here buying followers and subscribers and all that shit. I'm not doing that. If my material is not quality enough for me to earn the subscribers on my own merit, fuck it. But that's okay. I'm good with it. But, you know, the main reason that I'm doing what I'm doing is because black media is at an all-time low, especially in the state of Michigan. The state of Michigan, I mean, this is the home of Motown, you know, and we've had some ridiculous black broadcasters come out of the state of Michigan, but I being one, shit, I'm a great motherfucking broadcaster. But one of the big things for me is that where media has gone, and if you a DJ like on the radio and a black DJ in Detroit, most of the motherfuckers are clowns. Let me just be honest. Most of the motherfuckers are clowns and they card readers, you know, and liner card readers and all that shit. You know, they reading everything off of a computer screen now. Ain't nobody really flipping liner cards and all that. But they're not talent. They're not talented. But they're on because they swaggy. And I get it. That's the message they want to put out. They want to put out that they're swaggy. Don't put out no message for our black people to being swaggy if we broke. I think that's a fucked up message to send. You know, a lot of people didn't like the fact that I didn't like WAP. I just felt like black people needed more than WAP at the time. This is not the time for us to be talking about WAP. You know, Cardi B, she gonna do what she gonna do. She's a fucking stripper, dog. She gonna do what she gonna do. But I expected more out of Megan. Okay? And y'all already know I don't call Megan the Stallion because Megan is not a stallion. Megan is a mare. If she wants to be called a horse, she is a mare. Free to free, how you doing? There's a few of us in here tonight. I think it's 3 of us in here. We get one more person. We can play spades. We can play spades in this bitch. We get one more person up in here. But, you know, like I said, I couldn't fuck with Megan when she first came out because she wanted to call herself a stallion. And what I know about stallions is it's a horse with a dick. Okay? It's a horse with a dick. So I'm not gonna call Megan now. When she big, she tall, and I was like, well, was Megan a man? I mean, does she have a dick? I mean, because if she does, I can see why she's Megan the Stallion. And you know, maybe she was just like a cross dresser type thing. No, they told me she was really a woman. So if she's really a woman, she's a mare. She is not a motherfucking stallion because a stallion is a horse with a dick, and Megan doesn't have a dick. So I'm not gonna talk about Megan from a stallion perspective. I'll talk about her from a mare perspective. But right now we're talking about WAP. And I don't deliver that type of message. So I'm not going to have that type of music. I don't want that shit around my kids, my grandkids. All my kids is grown, except Natty. And hopefully Natty don't listen to WAP because she don't need to be listening to no goddamn WAP. But anyway, I don't want Kai listening to that shit. I don't want Caleb listening to that shit, goddamn it. Shit. It's not music. There's no art there. There's no art form. You talking about how moist your vagina is. I don't see an art form. I don't see a talent. Now, forget all the stuff you may do in your private, but that's your life. Don't bring that here. Don't put that out there for young kids to ingest and then regurgitate. Because if I hear a young girl in the grocery store reciting lyrics to WAP, I'm going to look at her mama or her daddy, whoever the fuck she with, and just shake my head. What are you doing here? You got a kid that's reciting WAP in the middle of the grocery store. Yeah, okay. But hopefully everybody understands where I'm coming from. I can't wait till you get StreamYard going so you can have guests. Hey, dog, I'm working. I just got this Streamlab stuff up, and hopefully we spouting out all these streaming services. Hopefully they're gonna end up giving us some goddamn money for shouting out their services, Tone. Cause you shouting out StreamYard, I'm on Streamlabs, and it's just, I don't get it. The FemCs these days, yeah, most play. See, and the thing is, we supposed to be the ones that we objectify women. Here you come out talking about how moist your vagina is. You're not objectifying yourself, but men always, that's toxic. That's toxic. How toxic is a motherfucker talking about how moist their vagina is? I think that's one of the most toxic things out there. No innuendo at all. WAP. WAP. You just, that's where we got to be. WAP. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. So, the reason I did this clip tonight was because, anybody who knows me knows where I'm at. They know I'm in Washington County, and I ride from my county. I ride from a city that I'm from, Ann Arbor, Michigan. I currently live in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Can't afford to live in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Black people can't afford to live in Ann Arbor, Michigan. American blacks. You can if you got public housing. You can if you got affordable housing. They don't want you owning no homes in Ann Arbor, Michigan. There's a few of us still left holding on, clinging on. Straight up doing the Jeffrey Osborne in this bitch. He gone. Oh, this is replay. I love kickoff returns, and she has the most exciting play in football. But this game's over. So, but yeah, we holding on. And the big thing right now that's happening in Washington County is we got some problems at the Washington County Sheriff's Office. And it's not just problems that are everyday problems. These are some problems that have been going on for years, and I think, frankly, most people have just gotten used to them, forgotten about them. But most of all, I think a lot of people don't know about them. So the ones who don't know about them, that's what I want to introduce tonight. The ones who have known about them, shame on you. And you Washington County commissioners who've known about them, shame on you. But the big thing for me is that we bring it out, because I think these things need to be talked about. I think ultimately an internal audit needs to be done at the Washington County Sheriff's Office, because I think some things are going on at the Washington County Sheriff's Office that aren't right. And I got some pictures up here. See, I'm doing as well as I can do, Tone. So what I did was I copied and pasted some pictures on my screen, and hopefully that shit is clear too. Okay? And I'm gonna start basically that's on this side. Okay? What's on this side is not the Washington County Sheriff's Office. Okay? So is that right there? Yeah. That's not the Washington County Sheriff's Office. Some of the pictures might look like people that are at the Washington County Sheriff's Office because they do work for the Washington County Sheriff's Office, but these people over here work for a company called the Cardinal Group and the Cardinal Group 2. I don't know if there's a Cardinal Group 1 and he just jumped to the Cardinal Group 2 to make it look like he had two companies, or if he had a Cardinal Group 1 and that's now defunct. I don't know the logistics of all that. I just know that this group is called the Cardinal Group 2. So there could be a Cardinal Group 1 somewhere else. I can't speak on that. I can only speak on the Cardinal Group 2 because I only know about the Cardinal Group 2. So the Cardinal Group 2 is a company that's owned by the sheriff of Washington County, Sheriff Jerry Clayton. I have absolutely no problem with somebody having a business while they have a job. I've done that a lot. I've had a job. I've had a job that paid me to be there from 9 to 5, 9 to 6, whatever it was, salary, hourly, commission only, this and that and the other. I had a job, and then I had another business. That track is a little annoying, so I'm going to cut that down a little bit. So I've had a job and then had my own business. So I absolutely don't see anything wrong with that. Now, One, Jerry is an elected official as a sheriff. So he has an obligation after being elected to be the sheriff first. First and foremost, he is supposed to be the sheriff of Washtenaw County. And everything else comes second. Okay? Everything. When you are an elected official, everything else comes second. Even your family comes second when you become an elected official. And you have to tell your family that. Say, hey, look, I've got a whole county that I've got to take care of. I understand I'm going to take care of my family, but if somebody calls about Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office business, I got to go. That's what being a sheriff does. Now, understanding that he has the Cardinal Group, which is a very lucrative company. Nothing wrong with making money. But the Cardinal Group, too, is a training company where you train other police agencies how to police. It's not really a conflict of interest yet. But Jerry Clayton, he is a sheriff of Washtenaw County. He is a owner of the Cardinal Group 2. Where it becomes a conflict of interest is when he starts collecting monies personally off of training county officers, county personnel, tactical training, training for policing, and reaping the benefits off of it, whereas the county should be reaping the benefits off of it, as well as getting now trained officers that they've paid for, because they've paid Jerry to be a sheriff. Now they're paying Jerry to be a trainer. Or are they paying Jerry, or are they paying the Cardinal Group? See, I've never figured that out. The only thing that I do know is that the checks go right to Jerry's house. They don't go to Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office. They don't go to the county building. They don't go to the county administrator, Greg Dill, Jerry's good friend. They go to Jerry's house. See, I'll call him Sheriff Clayton. I'll call him Jerry. See, I know him as Jerry back in the day because he was a football coach at the same time I was a football coach at Ann Arbor Huron. So I knew him as Jerry. You know, I knew Jerry, JC. I knew T. Wood, Tony. You know, I knew all those guys. I know him. Now he's a sheriff, and I know maybe I'm supposed to call him sheriff. Is it like you call a pastor pastor? I call most pastors by their fucking name because I don't need to call you pastor unless you up there preaching. And if you out in the street, I'm not going to call you pastor. I don't need to call you pastor. What's your name? Your name is Jimmy. I'm going to call you Jimmy. Your mama call you Clay. I'm going to call you Clay. I don't have to give you reverence because we out in the street. Now, Sheriff Clayton and President Clayton, because he's the president and CEO of the Cardinal Group 2, being that they're one and the same, and being that his job is to train and teach policing, well, really not train, because the person who's right up underneath Sheriff Clayton, not President Clayton, but right up under Sheriff Clayton, you'll notice there's two pictures. They look just alike because they are the same persons. That's J. Eric Waddell. Now, I don't know him personally and don't care to. What I do know about him, though, is that he is employed by the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office, and he's also employed by the Cardinal Group. What I do know about J. Eric Waddell is he's one of the higher paid training officers in the country. Yeah. Not in the county. We add a R. We add a R to it. He is one of the highest paid training officers in the country because he works underneath Jerry. As you can see, his picture's underneath Jerry. He works underneath Jerry, and then he trains officers at the WCSO, and then he is Jerry's right-hand man with the Cardinal Group. So you got to think they work close hand in hand. So Jerry's going to take care of his boy. Just like y'all took care of y'all boy by putting him back in office. For how many years? It's been 11 and a half years. He going to have 16 years in this bitch. He going to have 16 years in Washington County when he's done. And what will he be able to say that he did? Will he be able to say that I'm my brother's keeper? I don't think so. It would seem like he's double dipping. He's absolutely double dipping. He is absolutely double dipping. Absolutely. Because some of the time that Jerry has been needed to be here as the sheriff, he's been away teaching policing in other areas. Like I said, there's no problem with you having another business as long as it doesn't conflict with the business that you're being paid for. And once I learned about a portion of the monies that Jerry gains from the Cardinal Group, I kind of understood why he does what he does, why he do what he do. Because, see, the county right now pays him about $340 a day. That's what the county pays him. Pay him about $340. I think it was $342. See, he'll have a new contract and a new salary this time probably. So $342 for this last salary. That's what he makes. Makes about $136,000. Okay. But see, the Cardinal Group pays him, from what I know to be factual. I'm not going to add in all the smaller bids, maybe the one-hitter quitters, maybe the smaller training sessions. I'm going to go for what I know. I know Jerry makes $1,042. It's crazy how that 42 keeps coming up. It's 342 and then it's 1,040. You better play 42 in the Mega Millions. It might come. You got to get them other 5 numbers to make it really matter, but 42 is coming up. So he makes 342 for the county, and then he makes 1,042. That's what I know. So when you take 1,042 a day and you time that times 30 days, let's just shade the 42 off. In 30 days, $1,000 a day, that's $30,000 that Jerry makes every single month with the Cardinal Group. Now he makes 342, 30 days. Let's shade that 42 off. Okay? 342, 30 days. Hell, that ain't bad. That's $9,000. But you go from $9,000 to $30,000, what you gonna do? What you gonna pay more attention to? You gonna pay attention to that 30 ball or that 9 ball? Because he putting them all in the side pockets. So maybe we going to play 9 ball. Maybe we going to play 39 ball. Come on, man. Tone, when have you ever known me to get online, hell, even be in your face, and fabricate some shit? If I'm lying, I'm skinny. And we know this ain't true. You ain't never known me to get up on here. Well, I ain't been on here long. I ain't been on YouTube long. But I got 106 subs. We about to go viral in this bitch. When you make that type of money on your side job, on your side hustle, on the job that you were not publicly elected for, I think you're going to probably pay a little bit more attention to that job than you're going to be paying to the job that you were elected for. And that's where I got a problem. Because, see, I ain't got nothing to say about the Cardinal Group. Get your money. Stack them up. Get your bread, Jerry. Go get it, JC. But what you did, bruh, you got elected to be a sheriff of a county. If I'm not mistaken, we like the 6th largest county in the state. You took on a responsibility to take care of us first, not take care of Cardinal Group clients. And see, you done pulled the wool over a lot of people's eyes out here in Washington County, but not me, bruh. As a matter of fact, I'm allergic to wool. Allergic to it. So here's my thing. If Jerry's got that going, you got to have yourself a team to be able to work that, to be the sheriff and to be the president of the Cardinal Group, to be gone and have your presence really be here to be doing this and doing that. So you got to have characters around you because that's pretty much what they are. They characters. They got to be characters because they be in double places. They like cartoon characters. Because J. Eric Waddell is at the WCSO. Well, J. Eric Waddell is also at the Cardinal Group too. Then you have Derek Jackson, who's at the WCSO. Everybody know Derek Jackson. He gotta be on TV. When something happens in the county, he jumps up in front of the microphone, no matter how informed he is or not. He likes to spout off that he's a social worker. Everybody needs to just start clapping when he says he's a social worker because he wants applause for that. You a social worker, bruh. Thanks, dog. You tell us that every time you get, because of my social worker, because of my social work. Hey, fuck your social work degree, bruh. Come to the camera, come to the mic with the information, and then walk away. We don't know about your social work degree because it's not useful to us when we need answers. But you want to spout that off because that's fluff. A lot of Jerry's administration is fluff. But there are fluff for the WCSO, and then there's fluff for the Cardinal Group. So Derek Jackson is the Community Engagement Officer. He's the guy that talks to people, okay? That's his job. And as a social worker, he should be able to talk to people well. But he's also a consultant for the Cardinal Group. He's got to be a paid consultant, right? Now, he makes a ton of fucking money being the Community Engagement Officer. Once again, one of the highest paid community engagement officers in the country. I mean, basically, he's a press secretary. But, because Jerry appointed him personally and actually made him the de facto leader of Washtenaw County's My Brother's Keeper, Barack Obama's failed project, and they launched it here, and it's been a failed project. I want to see the success stories from My Brother's Keeper. I want to see receipts. I've heard about some of the travesties, but I want to see some receipts to some of the success stories of My Brother's Keeper. Can I see that, Derek? Jerry? Jay? Can I see that? Maybe Kathy has the record. See, there's a picture right next to Jerry in his uniform. That is Jerry's personal assistant at the WCSO. That's why she's over with Jerry on the sheriff's side. But she does so much more. She does so much more for Jerry. She is Jerry's personal assistant at the sheriff's office. She is also Jerry's campaign manager when he's been running for sheriff. She also works for the Washtenaw County Democratic Party. Uh-oh. That's a conflict of interest like a motherfucker. How you going to work for Jerry's campaign after being his personal secretary at the sheriff's office and work for the Washtenaw County Democratic Party? This is where I light my joint. I'm going to ask it again. How you going to be Sheriff Clayton? See, I'm going to be respectful right now. How you going to be Sheriff Clayton's personal assistant at the WCSO and be his campaign manager when he's running for sheriff and work for the Washtenaw County Democratic Party? That's a conflict of interest like a motherfucker. But ain't nobody saying nothing. Washtenaw County commissioners ain't saying nothing. The Washtenaw County Democratic Party didn't say nothing. The Washtenaw County citizens didn't say nothing. And that's why Jerry's got another term. Internal audit needs to happen. Things aren't right at the WCSO. Things aren't right. 2201. 01. Zero for nothing. That's zero. Means zero is nothing. For all those people that like to say 2201, okay. 2201. Jerry owes me one. He owes me an explanation. He owes you one. Anybody in Washtenaw County, he owes us explanations as to how all this has worked out for the county, because we see how it's worked out for him beautifully. $30,000 a month that the Cardinal Group brings him after a paltry $9,000 that the county gives him. I bet you his family's happy. When you bring home about $40,000, that's minimum now, y'all. Because there's other contracts that Jerry has. I'm just talking about the one contract that he has, that he gets about $31,000 from. And then he got $9,000 coming from the county, so that's $40,000. Most families can get by, I think, on $40,000 a month. A month, because a lot of families don't even get $40,000 for the year. Jerry gets it every month. Get that money, JC. Get that money, player. That's y'all boy. Your boy. So, yeah, Kathy Wyatt, she pulls a lot of strings for Jerry. Makes calls for the Democratic Party, campaign manages for Jerry, is his personal assistant. So she moves paper around for Jerry real well. She knows Jerry probably as well as Jerry's wife knows Jerry, because she's with him a lot of hours. So they got to be a cohesive unit. And you got to think that she probably does things for him on the Cardinal Group side, but I don't have any documentation for that, so I'm not going to say that. But if she's his campaign manager, she's his personal secretary, and she works for the Washtenaw County Democratic Party, and she knows about Jerry's Cardinal Group 2 business, she probably does something there. Maybe it's off the books. Maybe she doesn't have like a time card set up the way she had a time card set up when she was brought forward about time card fraud. How can Jerry's personal assistant have time card fraud? Why is she clocking in and clocking out late? How is that? Because the only person that can say something to her is Jerry. Or maybe Greg Dill. Oh, Jerry's friend. Got it. Y'all see how this works? If I get in trouble, just go tell Jerry because he's my friend. Well, I'm going to go tell the other motherfucker. Go tell him, too. He's Jerry's friend, too. So don't nobody really get in trouble. Paid position. Come on, Tone. Paid well. It's not just a paid position, Tone. That's paid well. We didn't get that fourth person in here. I guess we can't play. We can't play spades. Maybe we can play some tongue. You already know the number's going to be low. I'm not hitting like this. I'm not hitting in the streets like Hammer. Told you, if I get somebody twerking behind me and shit, I bet you I can go viral. It don't even matter what I say. I get somebody twerking behind me, I can go viral. But if you say something meaningful out here, don't nobody want to see that shit. Shut that shit up. But I'm talking about my village. And I would hope other people want to talk about the village and what's going on in our village. But, yeah, Derek Jackson is a consultant for Jerry. Don't think I be off my square because I get off on a tangent. If you just seeing this video for the first time, understand I go out there and then I come back. I always come back home. So Derek Jackson works as a consultant. Doesn't really specify what he does for the Cardinal Group, but he is a consultant. Jerry's got a few consultants, special consultants. Like Kathy's not listed as a consultant, but you got to believe she helps in some way, right? One day maybe we'll find out that way. I wonder if she's on the clock, though, because she don't clock out all the time. She clock in late, stay late. She had so much goddamn overtime. Woo! Something was awry. She even gets an allowance for a uniform that she don't even wear. What does she do with that money? When they give you an allowance for a uniform and you don't wear a uniform, what you do with the money? You give it back? How come the Washington County Commissioners ain't checked on that? How long she been there? Times 1,500. Y'all ain't saying nothing? It's a shame. That's why I be on you, Ricky Jefferson. That's why I be on you. You black, man. You supposed to be taking care of Ipsy. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. I don't know what you're doing. I see a lot of endorsements. You're endorsing a lot of the people that are about to get elected or reelected or trying to get elected. I see you doing a lot of endorsements and shit. You like shaking hands and kissing babies. I see that. But we need more from you, Ricky. We need more from our state rep, Ronnie. I told you, we got 2/5 of New Edition. We got Ronnie and Ricky. We just need Ralph and Mike and Bobby. We going to go pre-Johnny. We go all the way back. No, come on, dog. She getting OT. Salaries for suckers. She working at hourly and like, look, I need my OT Skrilla. Yes. What you smoking on, Tone? I like this royalty-free shit. Hopefully YouTube don't block me like they did earlier, the bitches. Straight bitches blocking my shit. I ain't trying to make no motherfucking money off no goddamn song. And this is just what's it called? DJ Revolution. I'll give him a shout out. Well, it could be a woman. Don't let me get you wrong, because I don't want it to be a woman and you know, like Meg, like Meg the mayor. I'm not calling her a stallion. Y'all call her a stallion if you want to. Yeah, I see you. Is that strawberry sour diesel? What's the SD? That sour diesel? This kind of got an old 70s vibe to it, like Shaft running through the alley. So, yeah. Derek is a consultant. And then I noticed a Caucasian lady that was on the Washington County Sheriff's Office site, and it doesn't say what she really does. Actually, it does. I'm sorry. I'm lying. It does say what she is. Let's see what she do. Uh-oh. That's not it. Here we go. What you do, girl? So Emily Arntz, she got joked a lot with that, is the director of administrative operations. Sounds like she the office manager. She also works for Jerry at the Cardinal Group. Now, she ain't got no bio at the WCSO, but she got a bio at the Cardinal Group too. What's more important, Emily's job at the county or Emily's job at the Cardinal Group? How come we don't know what Emily's about at the WCSO, but we know what she's about at the Cardinal Group too? So are you saying that her job takes preferential treatment over the county job? So Cardinal over county? I tell you, this shit is deep. Emily, aren't you ashamed? You know I was going to say that. I mean, her name is Arntz. That's too easy for me. Y'all know I fuck with the words, so that was too easy. Emily, aren't you ashamed? But yeah, man, she got a whole motherfucking bio on the Cardinal Group site, but she ain't got shit on the WCSO site. We should know a lot more about Emily Arntz. But why don't we? Because the county is not the important thing here. The Cardinal Group is the important thing to Jerry. If anybody pays you $342 a day, you spit in their face when you got somebody else paying you $1,042 a day. minimum. I know he makes more, but I can't profess the number, so I go with the number that I know he makes. I know he receives a check for $31,000 every month to his house. And he's up for a new contract next year. That's what the big deal is about getting elected. That's why he wanted to finish what he started. That was his campaign slogan. We want to finish what we started. Do you want to finish what you started with the county, or do you want to finish what you started with the Cardinal Group, Jerry? I don't get it. I don't get why people don't see this as gross negligence, unethical behavior, immoral behavior, and it might be illegal. We don't know yet. Maybe Dana Nessel needs to come down and holla. Where you at, Dana Dang? We need you to holla. You done spoke on some other issues in Washtenaw County lately. Have you heard about this issue, Dana? I'm going to tag her when I share it on Facebook. I'm friends with her on Facebook. I think I am. Yep, I think I am. I'm going to share it with a few people. Garland, Dana, Gretch. Yeah, I got to share this. Jerry's whole staff is on the motherfucking team at the Cardinal Group 2. Side businesses are good until they start to conflict with your job, bruh. And now they're conflicted with your job, and the county is at risk. Man, we're in the midst of a pandemic. We need a sheriff that's going to be here. You ain't been there. You known all over the world. They talking about all these awards you getting out of the country and everything. How are you doing that and being the sheriff here? You teaching other motherfuckers to police. What about us? Do your deputies be like, what about us, Jerry? You had a deputy that made $150,000. That's how much overtime he had. Any deputy that's out on the streets that long, I don't want to fuck with him if he gets upset. Because he been out there so long, You putting people at risk, putting a deputy out there that long for that much overtime. $150,000? Not that I'm against anybody making money. Make your money. But couldn't you have spread that around? Maybe you could have had one deputy make 75 and another deputy make 75. High-ranking deputies. Not everybody shouldn't be walking in making 75,000. Although I do believe police should get paid more, because if they got paid more, then they probably wouldn't steal and be dirty. Or be dirty and steal. I don't know what comes first, the chicken or the egg. I know what comes first to Jerry, and it's the Cardinal Group 2. Yeah. The Cardinal over County. This is a simple equation. Cardinal over County. 1,042 minimum versus 342. New contract coming, though. Yeah. So you got that situation. You got Jerry, you got Kathy, you got J. Eric Waddell. In two places. He playing two positions. Bam, bam. Highest paid training officer in the country. One of them. He might not be the highest, but he's one of them, goddammit. We know this for sure. This is the position that should be held by somebody making about $60,000. He makes $90,000. And he works for the Cardinal Group, so how much money he making over there? Boy, Jerry, you take care of your people, don't you, boy? Don't you, boy? You take care of your people. I don't know how much money Emily makes. I didn't do any type of research on that. But the fact that she works for Jerry and works for the county, I think she's probably paid handsomely too. We already know Kathy makes a little extra money on the side with the little extra time card fraud. And, she gets her little swag bonus, but she don't buy no swag with it. She's supposed to buy a uniform, but she don't wear a uniform, so she just keeps the fucking money. We got shit happening in the county. And y'all got to excuse this intermediate production. I just got pictures posted up on the screen. I know I'm not like these big productions that we do have around Washtenaw County. I know I am not like these top-notch podcast teams that we have around Washtenaw County. I'm just one guy just sitting here by myself, and I'm talking about my village, which is Washtenaw County. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it another step. We've had gross negligence for a long time with Jerry and his administration. But see, one of the things that I really don't like is the fact when you know you can actually prevent from having a problem and you don't, that's when you really going to get caught in your shit. When they hired D'Angelo, I think his name is D'Angelo McWilliams, when they hired him, they knew there was possibly a problem, and they still went through with the hire. They knew there was possibly a chance that he had sexually assaulted somebody, and they hired him. They vetted him. He's the one right next to Derrick Jackson, if y'all don't already know. He's flanked by two people after he got brought in, but they cropped all them out. I guess they don't want to be in the picture no more. I wouldn't want to be in the picture if somebody's suspected of rape. A Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office deputy. A new hire in this climate. Not good under y'all boys' watch. Not good. So D'Angelo was brought in, and then the investigation happened, and then they put him on a leave. I believe it's a leave without pay. They put him on a leave, and they didn't pay him, but the guy that punched the lady in the face, they put him on leave and paid him. Now, I don't know about why one got paid and why one didn't. They didn't get fired, just got put on leave. So they put one on leave without pay and one on leave with pay. Never really dug behind that. I don't know what makes them decide who gets paid and who doesn't get paid. But since maybe they knew about his problem before and he lied, or maybe he told them that maybe there had been an issue and he had dealt with it and they still went on and hired him, maybe they said, you know what? We need to act like we're not complicit in this and we're not going to pay him. Maybe that's what happened. So leave without pay for D'Angelo. They arrested him and everything and showed him in jail with the jail uniform and everything on. So you go from here. I didn't bring up his picture when he's in the jail uniform. We'll probably see enough of those if things go further with him. And now they got a guy that he went to school with, and they got like, see, and I keep hearing people talking about, oh man, he's going with this white girl, and you know, there's a white girl, and it's like the man is a white girl. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to start fucking reading. It's not a white girl, okay? It's three. See, y'all motherfuckers doing one thing, I'm doing another. Y'all talking about what y'all think y'all know. I'm talking about what I know. There's now 3 accusers. So if y'all want to keep going at this bullshit, talking about, oh man, you mess around with these white girls. Okay. I get it. And yes, there's been some out there that said, yep, I get it. But it's 3. It's 3. Not 1. Not 2. But 3. So y'all keep saying that dumb shit about it's just one girl and she could be fucking up. Here, take that. There's your one girl. It's 3. And the other motherfucker is accused of like 8 or 9. And they still building cases on these motherfuckers. But y'all hired him. And then you put him on leave without pay. But see, the biggest thing to me in all of this, because I feel for the potential victim. If there's victims out there, I definitely feel for them. I know you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. I get all that. And I'm not saying he did it. But it ain't just one girl as everybody trying to talk about around this bitch. It's 3 so far. The way Jerry handled this, I felt like was very strategic. I felt like Jerry had a plan to way he was going to handle the McWilliams case. Because if nobody really noticed it, All this had went on well before the primary. All this had went on well before campaign time. They knew it. They investigated it. And what's the big word nowadays? They suppressed it. They suppressed it till the day after the election. I mean, they could have waited like a week. They could have waited like a week, 10 days after the election and be like, oh, okay, this shit. The day after the election, then they want to bring this shit out. Oh, yeah. He said he want to finish what he started, Free. So he want to finish his fuck up. He want to finish fucking up. That's what you started, bruh. Why don't you finish My Brother's Keeper? Shit. Y'all motherfuckers stop getting together every month eating motherfucking breakfast. Now y'all eating on Zoom and shit. What the fuck is that about? Don't nobody want to sit around and watch motherfuckers eat sausage McMuffin with eggs and shit on Zoom. Go out and do some shit for the community. Do some shit. Where y'all at, like, when them people be out there protesting? Oh, I heard y'all about to get together with some protesters and shit. So My Brother's Keeper might actually have a fruitful function to be a part of soon. And I know they said they looking for, what they say they're looking for, some My Brother's Keeper, like Washtenaw County Sheriff. They have inmate program, like former inmate program, and that kind of ties into My Brother's Keeper. I want to see some success stories. Are there some success stories through My Brother's Keeper? Are there some success stories through his post-inmate program? I want to see some. Has anybody ever risen to law enforcement? I mean, you still qualify. Maybe you commit crimes and you don't end up qualifying anymore. But has anybody ever risen from that point to that point? No. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Your mama broke the mold. She broke the mold, man. Should I owe a lot of my civic-mindedness to your mom? She gave me my first community job working in High Cone, her and Nancy. I mean, I knew I liked hanging out, taking care of kids. I knew I liked that. I just didn't know how I was going to get to that realm. And it was a cool job. Me, Zeke, and O. It was a cool job. And it just taught me, and I always had a protector spirit. I protected people in school and this, that, and the other, whatever. But these are young children, you know, and shit, a lot of them shit I still fuck with on social media, still see to this day. I remember kids I used to carry to the bus. We go Cedar Point, Boblo, or whatever it was. I carry them to the bus. Now they grown, got their own kids. Some got kids. They got kids. It's crazy to me. But yeah, man. Jerry has put the county in a position right now, after all the shootings, they've gotten 2 suspects in jail, a 19 and a 20-year-old. Jerry did a nice little strategic timeline video. Then there were several shootings after they arrested those guys. So it wasn't like they had arrested John Dillinger and Jesse James, because right after they arrested them, there were several more shootings, and nobody's been arrested since then. So what the fuck is going on with you, Jerry? Are you putting people on the street or not? You guys don't have any type of surveillance set up. I mean, it's fucking Ypsilanti, Jerry. We're not talking about Detroit. We're not talking about the whole Washtenaw County. We're talking about Ypsilanti. Mainly southeast Ypsi. So you can't encapsulate that motherfucker with some deputies, some shit pop off. There's only a couple ways to get up out that bitch. Y'all had to do the one by a traffic stop. Y'all got lucky with the ones you got in jail because it was a traffic stop. Didn't even catch them in action. They shot up a motherfucking house twice in one night and didn't get arrested. Washtenaw County's got a fucking problem. Who shoots up a house twice in one fucking night? One night? Then came back and shot a motherfucker at the same house the next night, and they still didn't catch him. So that's 3 shootings, 2 nights, and ain't nobody arrested. Arrested the motherfuckers the next day in a fucking traffic stop. Oh, your tail lights out. Oh, what are those guns for? What the fuck? I don't know what Jerry's doing other than building riches for himself and some of the people that work for him, because they're getting paid much more than they would ever get paid in any other fucking county job. But every other county job that they would work at, they wouldn't have the Cardinal Group to supplement their income. Or is the county actually supplementing their income? See, that's what I wonder. Sometimes you have to think, maybe they don't make as much money with the Cardinal Group, but they make higher salaries with the county. Doesn't matter to them where the money comes from. It's not their money. It's taxpayer money. Jerry and his organization are robbing the county. Period. They're stealing money to do work for his Cardinal Group. Or is Jerry taking part of that $31,000 every month and paying out? And how can you exactly do that type of money and not be negligent in your duties at the county? Uh-oh, we got a fourth person in here. We got a spades game. We got a spades game in this bitch. Yeah. You know, if I talk long enough, we're going to get that fourth person. We can rise and fly up in this motherfucker. Actually, we need one more to rise and fly. Because I'll play it in and we'll have 6. Because I'm not counted in the 4. So, if the county's going to be the way it's going to be, then somebody's got to be held accountable for Jerry's actions. I'm not one to just basically let things lie. Obviously, I've seen this, so I'm here. But as citizens of Washtenaw County, you got to fucking care. You better be looking at your own county. If you don't live in Washtenaw County, you better be checking your own sheriff. You better be checking his administration. You better be checking to see what they've got going on. Are you being mistreated the way we're being mistreated in Washtenaw County? I want to know. Because Jerry has used us for almost 12 years, and he's about to get 4 more. 4, 4, 4. Or 4, 4, 4, like Moses Malone used to say. I don't like it. I don't care about the money that he makes. Has nothing to do with it. The fact that he's an elected official, his responsibilities are here. This is home. But he goes flying across the country and sometimes out of the country to get awards and all types of shit. Even though he's supposed to be here, sheriffing. I need you here, Jerry, sheriffing. I don't need you somewhere else collecting an award for being some elite police officer that you're not. Do motherfuckers really know you're not a police officer, Jerry? Do they not know that you are a fucking turnkey, that you elevated as police just by going through academy and went to some classes and attending some things because you really didn't graduate from EMU? Our sheriff doesn't have a fucking college degree. Not that a sheriff necessarily has to have a college degree, but it'd be nice. I don't have a college degree, but I ain't trying to be sheriff either, so it don't fucking matter. Where I'm at in all this is, if you're not going to take care of us, you got to go. You got to go, man. Why be here? Why be here if you don't want to take care of us? Go do your Cardinal Group thing. And even though I know being a sheriff, there's a lot of contingency with you being a sheriff to getting the contract, fuck, I don't care. If you can't live on your own merits now, fuck it. Just hold your own nuts season. Hold your own nuts, fucking Jerry. So, yeah. This is actually just the first entry, just to let you know. We're going to definitely talk more about Jerry and Kathy and Jay, Eric Waddell. I say his whole name because it sounds very classy. Doesn't look like he should have a tie on. With a name like Jay, Eric Waddell, he should have an ascot on. And Emily Arntz. She's got to get her bio up on the WCSO site. Her bio is not up on the WCSO site, but it is up on the Cardinal Group 2 site. I just want to know why. Why do you have a bio on the Cardinal Group site, but you don't have one on the WCSO site? What position is more important to Emily, or better yet, the sheriff? Now, I believe Derek. I think Derek's got his bio up at the sheriff department. He does, and he's also got a bio up at the Cardinal Group. Because he's kind of vain with his shit because he wants people to know that he's a fucking social worker. So he's going to have his bio up because he wants people to know I'm a social worker. What's this shit? So I'm looking at those situations. Those situations is problematic because I believe that if you're doing that much work for the Cardinal Group, and you're making that much money through the Cardinal Group, or if you're just being paid so handsomely through the county that you just do the work for the Cardinal Group for free, nobody does shit for free, so what the fuck am I talking? It's 5 of us in here now. We got enough for Rise and Fly. We got enough for Rise and Fly. I'm going to tell you, I will cut you. Because if it's Rise and Fly, if it's cutthroat, I'll cut my partner. Shit. You know I'm silly, Tone. He do like he should be wearing an ascot, though. Be on that Thurston Howell the third shit. And what's going to happen to D'Angelo McWilliams is going to happen to D'Angelo McWilliams. But I need y'all to stop saying out here that there's some white girl that just tricked him up. You know, you're messing around with. He was dating her then. He was messing around. Stop all that shoe shuffling, motherfucker. Stop all that tongue-tiedness. You butter biscuit eating motherfuckers. Stop it. It's not one white girl. It's 3. It could be 1. It could be 2, but it's 3. So if D'Angelo made a mistake once, I get it. If D'Angelo made a mistake twice, I get it. It's 3. So you get it. Motherfuckers. I appreciate anybody that's going to view this clip. This is the BlackWatch. The BlackWatch is from my perspective. I'm all about 100% the black collective. I fuck with a lot of people that aren't black, but since I'm black, I call it the BlackWatch. I'd look crazy calling something else the White Watch. I'm not white, and I'm not watching white people. I know what white people going to do, but I don't need to watch them. I need to watch black people because I'm black. I'm all about my collective. I'm all about my village. I'm all about my people. Even though it's a hard thing trying to be about your people sometimes. Some of the hardest things you're gonna do is try to be for your people. But I'm a ride. So anybody that rocks with me out here, understand where I'm coming from. I'm always coming from the right side. Some of y'all come from the black side. Some of y'all come from the white side. I come from the right side. And since I'm black, you know I'm coming from the black side. But yeah, man, I'm going to get up out of here. I've already got an idea what I'm going to do the next clip, but I'm going to keep it because, you know, the 5 people that are in here, fuck it. The 5 people that are in here, the next clip I'm going to do, I'm going to put some people on task. People that are supposed to be about the community, I'm going to put them on task. You know, I'm staying local with it, but I'm gonna be talking about something that happens all the way across the nation. Yep. Might even have a special guest. You know, might even have a special guest. I'm working on the phone since it took me long enough to get the video right. It took me long enough to be able to learn how to put them pictures up here. It took me long enough to be able to learn it. Hopefully that music has not been drowning me out. I think if I had been fucked up out here, y'all would have told me the sound was bad. And hopefully, you know, y'all know how I'm rocking. Okay? Y'all know how I'm rocking. But yeah. We just got to be right with each other out here, man. We just got to be right. We got to be right for each other. We can't be all fucked up. You see what Trump did? Trump told companies, y'all motherfuckers need to stop all this goddamn divisive diversity training. He said divisive diversity. That was definitely off the teleprompter. Don't he realize if he's saying divisive diversity, they just letting him just run himself into the ground. But he beating Biden in Florida and goddamn Arizona, so he might be running himself into the ground, goddamn it, but he beating Biden in some states that he shouldn't be beating Biden in. It's a shame. A motherfucking career politician got taken down in 2016, and potentially right now we could have another career politician get taken down by a goddamn reality TV slumlord who pays no taxes. Fuck. Saw a meme today that said mother paid $130,000 for Stormy, but he only paid $750 in taxes. I'm like, damn. Stormy must have some wop for $130,000. In the United States, they must be dry. Because he paid Stormy $130 for that wop. He paid the government $750. That thing is dry. It's dry. But y'all be good out here, man. We're gonna get back. I'll probably have another rolling one tomorrow. I'll do another rolling one. Did one today, they blocked the motherfucker. YouTube, you blocked the motherfucker, and I wasn't trying to make money off them songs. Some old shit. Maybe it was actually maybe a little newer song, but hell, I was singing. You know, y'all motherfuckers, man, y'all just want to make all the money, YouTube. Share this motherfucking video. Share this motherfucker. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video and tell motherfuckers subscribe to this channel. I'm pushing for another 50 subscribers. I need another 50. I ain't going to ask for another 100. It was hard enough to get to 100. Give me heart palpitations asking for 100 subscribers. So I'm going to ask for 50. I need 50. God damn it. Give me 50. Can I get 50, please? I need 50 motherfucking subscribers. Telling you, man. If I can get 50, I'll be good. But y'all be good out here. Be safe. Tone. Free. Appreciate the conversation in there. You kept me with it. Whoever the other three people are, I couldn't see you. You didn't say nothing. So I appreciate you being in here with us. I'm just being me. The BlackWatch is what it is. This is one of the longer clips for the BlackWatch. Only our 10th one. I think I did number 10 tonight. Number 10. And they all going to be different lengths. Nothing's really formatted. Somebody talking about, man, I want to advertise my product. So I might actually have a sponsor the next one I sit in on. We'll see. We're going to work it out. We got to do some negotiating. You want to sponsor your product, you know, hey, I can get you right. So, you know, I do commercials too. If you want a commercial, I'll record a commercial for you, motherfucker, and play the shit right in here. Because that's what the fuck I really, really do. Get you a nice professional commercial, and you can put that shit on radio. You can even put it on TV with some slides. Either way, it's the BlackWatch. Share the video. Like the video. Or not. One love.
It's time to get busy at this motherfucker.
Like we always do about this time.
Brothers and sisters! Brothers and sisters! I don't know what this world is coming to.
Where do I begin? Tell the story, tell the story. Where do I begin?
Brothers and sisters!
Where do I begin? Tell the
Brothers and sisters!
story.
So the concept is this, basically.
Brothers and sisters!
Where do I begin?
So the concept is this, basically. A whole black nation has to be put together as a black army. And we're gonna walk on this nation. We're gonna walk on this racist power structure. And we're gonna say to the whole damn government, stick 'em up, motherfucker. This is a hold up. We come for what's ours.
I don't know what this world is coming to, brothers and sisters. I don't know what this world is coming to.
The movement, BlackWatch. And when we're not outraged about the oppression upon the black existence, we step to you and